pattern on gray. What do you think is a preferred option here? You're the expert.
I guess all of these are viable options. The one option that is before you this evening that I would have concern with would be alternative number 5. And the reason I would have a concern with that is because of the operation and maintenance burden that would be placed upon each property owner. I would be concerned about that.
So that's number 2 on this chart.
That's number 2 on the chart. It's alternative number 5 in the plan. And I have already gotten some preliminary feedback from the DEP on that alternative, which would seem to indicate that they would be looking at that alternative very carefully to make sure that there are provisions there to make certain that these systems are properly maintained so that they maintain the level of treatment. But again, that's out of the 3 alternatives, that's one I wouldn't.
I'm getting impatient here. I'm going to make a motion, correct me if I'm wrong, Tom or Mary Everly, if my verbiage is correct on this, that with regards to the Act 537 plan and the options that the Board of Supervisors will consider putting in for the draft to continue that process for umpteen months and weeks, the preferred option, I'm going to make the motion, would be the step system, and that the secondary option would be the gray track option. Did I miss anything in
I think all you really need to select is the preferred option.
Okay, the preferred. Remember, when there's discussion.
Hang on, Mr. Barbera, we will allow for public comment.
So the motion then is for a preferred.
Prior to a vote.
Prior to vote. The preferred option, in my opinion, my motion is the STEP system, centralized treatment system with stream discharge affluent disposal, which is 6.
What you want to say, I believe, is authorizing the distribution to reviewing agencies of 537 plan showing the STEP system as the preferred option.
Correct.
That's
correct.
So that's the way the document's been drafted, to identify the preferred.
Right.
Well, right now the document has a...
But we'll also show
Right.
the other options as discussed.
Correct.
Their
Okay.
pros and cons, and we'll explain our decision making. So that's a motion. Is there a second for that motion? I'll second that motion. Is there any comment of the board?
My only concern is leaving the gray track option in there. I know.
The public?
Well, I am concerned because we're making a preferred alternative that we've never talked about before. We're making that our preferred alternative, and we have never discussed that prior to tonight in any way, shape, or form. So that does concern me.